Hello everyone, welcome to another session. So in this session, we will be taking one more interesting topic of reasoning. The chapter name is Blood Relations. Okay. So blood relations, just by the name you can say what is the type of question you will face. Okay. So some relations which you have seen in your real life, all those relations, on that some questions will be framed. Okay, and those relations, the question based on those relations, we have to see that how should we approach those questions. Students, please always remember that in reasoning, symbols play a very important part. Okay, because the paragraph which is given to you in the question can be a big paragraph. It can be a small paragraph also. But what I am trying to convey is that whatever information is given to you will be, they are talking in some coding language, or they will not be talking straightforward. Okay. So because of that reason, sometimes symbols becomes a very important part. Okay, so here as well, because we know that the questions will not be straightforward, they will just be twisting the statements. So because of that, here we'll be taking help of symbols. So what symbols I will be taking, I will only tell you that there is no universal approach to this. Universal means the symbols which I am taking are not universal. Some other faculty might be using some other symbol. Okay. And some other faculty might be using my same symbols. Maybe. So it's not universal. Universal in the sense that plus, everyone know plus what it means. Because its meaning is universally understood. So, what symbols I will be taking, let me make you understand. Okay. So, first thing is, because here we need to carefully look that which person is a male and which person is a female. So that's why I need to choose some symbols to represent a male and a female. So the first thing is representation of a male and female. I mean, to differentiate between these two, I need to take some symbols. So I'm taking a male person, a boy, and I'm taking a female, a girl. So for boy, I will represent with a plus sign. So any person who is a male will be always shown with a plus sign. And if in case it is a female, the female will be shown or represented by a opposite or negative sign. So for male, we will use the plus sign, and for female, we will use the negative sign. Okay. So these are the first symbols we will use. Then next, I will be taking 4 symbols to represent the relations. What different relations do we have? For example, if I say closest relation, you will say sir, brother, sister, mother, father, grandmother, grandfather. In case you become married, I will say daughter and son as well. Okay. So all these are closest relations. Now once you become married, one more relation will come into your life, which is your wife or your husband. Okay. And then once you become married, your wife's family or your husband's family also will become a part of your family. So some more new relations will come. Those new relations are called as in-law relations. That means brother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law. So like those relations will have once we become married. Okay. Then we all have aunt, uncle, and their kids also are there. Uncle, aunt means your father's sister or your father's brother. Similarly, your mother's brother or your mother's sister. So all these are your uncle and aunt. Their kids will be called as your cousins. Okay. So cousin brother, cousin sister. And similarly, once your brother or sister will get married, their kids also will have a relation with you. So that relation will be, they will be your nephew or they will be your niece. Okay, depending on what is the gender of the child. So all these relations we will understand. But what symbols we are using for what relation? First we have to see that. So the first symbol I am using is a single line. Okay, a very simple symbol, a straight line. And this straight line, I'm calling those relations which will be represented by this line as direct relations. By direct, I mean the closest relations. Closest. Okay. So, what are the closest relations you will say if you don't count your wife or husband? Why we are not counting wife or husband? Because he or she will come from another family, that's why. Okay. So think of your own family and leave about the husband or wife in case you are married. So you will say, sir, my brother, my sister. Then, sir, my mother, my father, they are closest. Then you will say, sir, my son, my daughter. And you will say, sir, my grandfather, my grandmother. So those will be the closest relations. So your mother, father, sister, brother, son, daughter, grandmother, grandfather, all these relations are the closest relations. So all these relations I will mention or I will represent using this straight line. The straight line, it is not like I will always draw it like this. I can draw like this also. I can draw vertically also. I can draw like this also. But yes, it will be a straight line. It can be in any way. This direction, like this, horizontal, vertical, or at an angle. At any way it can be drawn. Okay. All right. Now, you might be thinking now, sir, how have you taken the wife and the husband relation as not a close relation? So, don't get me wrong. I'm just taking it as a separate relation because I want to categorize it as different. Because that relation comes once you become married. If you are not married, you have no relation as your wife, your husband. So that's why I've taken it as separate. So now the second symbol I will use is for showing a husband-wife relation. And the symbol I will use for it is a double line symbol. So this two line, what is the reason behind it is that two lines in engineering is to show a couple or coupling. So because of that, because husband and wife is also a couple, so that's why this couple relation I have shown with the symbol which is used to show coupling in engineering. Okay. So double line is to show a couple relation. A couple is always husband and wife. Okay. Perfect. Now next one. Once you become married, you will have in-laws. So those in-law relations should have a separate symbol for it. So for in-law relation, which comes after you get married, will have a symbol something like this. Carefully see, please. It is something like this. What it is representing, let me tell you. It is not just like I have to take a complicated symbol to show in-law relation. It's not like that. There is a reason behind taking a symbol looking like this. The reason is because in-law relation comes once you get married. Okay, that's why I have represented the in-law symbol to show a marriage bond. The marriage bond is something like this. The male person, female person, the hands are tied. So this tie of hands I have shown with this symbol. Okay, so this is how I have taken this symbol. This is the reason behind that. Two persons are getting tied together as husband and wife. Okay, so this is how the symbol will look. Now, what relation will be represented under this? It will be brother-in-law, sister-in-law, then mother-in-law and father-in-law. Only the in-law relation will be there. Okay. All right. Now, you might be thinking, sir, son-in-law, daughter-in-law also can be there. Yes, son-in-law, daughter-in-law can also be there. Okay. So, all the in-law relation, that is what I want to say, okay, will be represented by this symbol. Perfect. Now, what else is left? Other relations, whichever are left, out of these relations, whichever is left now, will be represented by a fourth symbol, which is an arrow symbol. Okay. So, the fourth symbol is arrow symbol. So, what relation I will represent using arrow? I will represent uncle, aunt, nephew, niece. All those relations I will represent using arrow sign. Okay. So these are the four symbols we will be using. Now how we will be using this, that is secondary thing. We will learn about it. But these are the symbols which I will be using. Now you might be having this doubt. And in case you are not having, you should have this doubt. That, sir, how this one symbol which you have taken, the first one, is taking care of so many relations, sir. Sir, you have taken a single line. Okay. And that single line symbol is taking care of so many relations like mother, father, son, daughter, brother, sister, grandfather, grandmother. So how is it possible that one symbol is taking care of all? So we will understand about it. So let me show first that how this symbol is taking care of all. Okay. So how this symbol is taking care of all will be clear once you take the generation gap in drawing the diagram. Okay. In drawing the diagram. So let me take two persons and let me take both are male. Okay. Both are male. So there is a person A, that is also a male. There is a person B, and that is also a male. Please see, both the person I have represented with a line like this. Okay, with a line like this. So what it is representing is that this person A, which I have written or which I have drawn above or which I have shown above, you will think it like that person belonged to one generation higher. Okay, one generation higher. So A person is a male person and it is one generation higher. B person also is a male person and it is one generation lower with respect to A. So now think please. Which two person will be related like this? Which two person have a generation gap of one generation gap, okay? And both are male and they share a close relation with each other. What kind of relation is that? So you will say, sir, the only relation I can think is, sir, father and son relationship. Now father belongs to higher generation. So this person A is the father and B is the son. So this is a father-son relationship diagram. All right. Now, instead of showing two person A and B like this, that A single line B, in case I show it with some other way, for example, again let me take two male person only. So I am taking A single line B. Both are male person, so again they will be shown with a plus sign. Okay. So now I have shown both the two person male person in the same level. In the same level I have represented them. So that means that they belong to the same generation. So which two person belong to the same generation and they share a very close relation with respect to each other? So you will say, sir, both of them should be brothers. So sir, A is brother of B and B is brother of A. Right? That is what you should think. Obviously, you cannot think, sir, A is the father of B. It's not possible. Father means one generation above. Both are in the same generation. You have represented both the person at the same horizontal level. So that's why you will not say father-son relation, something like this you will not say. So it is a brother-to-brother relation. Okay. Now, in case I take A person instead of male, if I take female, in that case it will become that A is a sister and B is the brother. Okay. So in case if I change the gender, the corresponding relation also will change. Okay. If I say previously that both of them are brothers, now I will be saying that they are brother and sisters. Okay. All right. Next, in case I draw something like this, I am saying again I will be taking two male person. So I am taking A and then one line, a big line, as compared to the first one I am taking a big line and I am writing B. A is a male, so plus sign. B is also male, so again a plus sign. So in case if I take a big line instead of a short line, if I take a big line, so that big line will represent two generation gap. So two generation gap, in case you observe or in case you want to show, you will take a big line. And two generation gap, it means that A and B, which two person will have two generation gaps and they share a close relation with each other. What kind of relation will be there? So I hope you are saying, sir, A should be grandfather and sir, B should be the grandson. In case B is a female, you will say B is the granddaughter. In case A person is female, you will say A is the grandmother. So like this relation will change in case the gender change. But yes, what I wanted to say is that not always, if I show like this A single line B will mean a father-son relation. If I draw a big line, it means two generation gap. If I draw a small line, it means one generation gap. Okay, so I hope things are very clear that how one symbol is taking care of all of them. Now, in the second case, we have taken double line symbol. Okay, double line. So let me show two person, one male and one female, who are husband and wife. So they will be shown by a double line symbol which is used to represent a couple. So A double dash B or A double line B. In case you are observing this A person, I have shown it like a male person, and this B person I have shown it like a female person. Okay. Now I will be telling you now what is brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law, like that. Okay. So here I have shown A as the husband and B as the wife. Now this A person will have a real brother, real sister, yes or not? Okay. This A husband will have a real brother and real sister. Suppose in case if I take a real sister, so real sister will be shown by a single line. In the same generation, sister will be. So single line I will show using letter C, suppose. So C is the sister of the husband. So if C is the real sister of husband, I repeat, if C is the real sister of husband, then C will be what to the wife? C will be the sister of wife as well. But not just sister, it should be sister-in-law. Okay? So for husband, it is real sister. So for the wife, it will be sister, but in-law. Similarly, suppose, let me now remove this C. Let me take now real brother of wife. I can take real sister as well, doesn't matter. So in case I take the sister of wife, real sister, and I am showing it using, suppose, in case I show it with letter D. So real sister I am taking. So D minus I am representing. And because I am taking a female person, it looks like a female person as well. Okay. So now think please. This real sister of wife will be the sister of husband as well. But you will not say just sister. To be technically correct, 100% correct, you should not be saying just sister. You should be saying, to be specific, as sister-in-law. So for the husband, this person D will be the sister-in-law. So D is the sister-in-law of the husband. So if you say opposite, if D is the sister-in-law, the husband will be opposite relation, that means brother-in-law. So the sister, this D person will be the sister-in-law of husband, and husband will be brother-in-law for D. Okay, these two conclusions we can draw. Alright. So I always say like this, that real brother or sister of husband means brother-in-law and sister-in-law for the wife. And if you are taking real brother and real sister of wife, they will be called as brother-in-law and sister-in-law for the husband. Real relation for husband, that means in-law relation for wife. Real relation for wife, that means in-law relation for husband. Like this it is. So I hope that in-law relations, which is brother-in-law, sister-in-law, till now is clear. Now, I need to show you now that how mother-in-law and sister-in-law relation will be represented. Okay? Alright. So, for mother-in-law and father-in-law, I need to take two person. So suppose previously I was taking real sister, real brother. Now I will be taking real father and real mother. Okay, real. So suppose I take for husband, that this husband A has parents which is X and Y. Okay. Now because they are parents, they will be a couple. So X and Y I have represented as a couple as well. Okay. X is the father and Y is the mother. And X, Y are real parents of husband which is A. So if X, Y are real parents of husband, that means they will be what to the wife? Just conclude something on a similar basis like the previous one. If X and Y are the real parents of husband, that means they will be parents-in-law for the wife. So that means X, Y will be mother-in-law, father-in-law for the wife. So in case if I want to show a relation between them, I will be using the symbol which I have taken for the in-law relation. Okay, what symbol I have taken? This symbol. Okay, so X and Y are father-in-law and mother-in-law for the wife. So if I ask opposite, okay, X and Y are mother-in-law, father-in-law. So for X and Y, B will be what? So for X and Y, the wife which is D will be the daughter-in-law. You see, the husband is the son, so the wife will be the daughter, but not just a daughter. It will be daughter-in-law. So please remember that once you get married, all of your husband's relations or your wife's relation will become yours as well. But only thing that will change is that in-law will be added. Okay, in-law will be added. Meaning, for example, you see, once I become married, I will be husband. So my wife's family will become my family. Okay, so for my wife, whoever is the brother, that will be my brother-in-law. For my wife, whoever is the sister, that will be my sister-in-law. For my wife, whoever is the mother, that will be my mother-in-law. For my wife, whoever is the father, that will be my father-in-law. Okay, and for them, I will be either brother-in-law or son-in-law. Okay, so that is how things are. Okay, and we will be using the English terminologies to represent the relation. We will not be using like, okay, damad and mama, chacha, chachi, tauji. Like these words will not be using. Okay, so we will be taking care of relations in English language, and that is how we will be conveying the information as well. So I hope that till now all the relations are perfectly clear. Okay, now one more relation is remaining. So suppose let me take two brother or two sister or brother sister, any kind of relation I can take. So I am taking two brothers. So I am taking two brother means they will be belonging to the same generation, and two brother means close relation. So two brother I will show like this: brother A in the same line, brother B, and represented by a single line because it is a close relation. Okay, perfect. Now suppose only one brother is married and he has kids as well. So this brother A is married. So this A person or this brother A has 2 kids. So one kid is P and one kid is Q. P is a boy, so male, so P plus, and Q is a girl, so minus for female. So the brother A has 2 kids, one is a boy, one is a girl. Okay. So for P and Q, this person A is the father. Yes or not? Yes, obviously. So A is the father. Father's brother will be what? Now father's brother, you will not think it like, sir, this also will be father. No. Obviously, one single father is there. Every person has one father. Okay, like this we should not complicate this. Every person has one father, right? We'll not think stepfather, stepmother here, right? So, if A is the father, real father, so this B person, who can it be? Now, in Hindi or in your local language, what do you call it doesn't matter. We have to think in English language. So, in English language, it will be your uncle. So, for P and Q, father's brother will be called as uncle. And in case you take father's sister as well, so that sister will be the aunt. Okay? So, father's brother or father's sister, that will be your uncle and aunt. And similarly, your mother also will have sister and brother. So your mother's brother will be your uncle and your mother's sister will be your aunt. Okay. So that means this B person will be the uncle. Right. Okay. So this B person will be the uncle. So for B, the kids will be what? Okay, B is the uncle. So for B, P and Q will be what? So for B, P and Q will be nephew and niece. Okay. So P, which is the male person, will be called as nephew. Okay. For male person, nephew relation is used or nephew word is used. And for female person, niece word is used. Okay. You will not use niece for a boy and you will not use nephew for a girl. Okay. So P will be called as the nephew of B and Q is the niece of B. Okay. So this is how things are. And these relations, which is uncle, aunt, nephew, niece, will be represented using arrow. Okay. So I have shown arrow symbol. Now the arrow can be shown this way also. Arrow can be shown that way also. Arrow can be shown both way also. Okay. So that is how we represent the relations. In case if something other than this comes out, I mean to say that if in some question we are kind of confused that we have not taken any symbol for this type of language or for this type of relation. I mean to say that you are confused that how to represent a certain information in this chapter. So in that case I will advise you to think in real time. In that real time take one more symbol and represent. Okay, so that expertise also you should have. That if in case my symbols are not taking care of everything, one more symbol is required. So take it by yourself. Take @ hashtag, $sign. So many symbols are there. Plus, minus, divide, multiply. So many symbols are there which you can take. Okay. So in case more symbols are required, the chances will be very less, but in case if it is required, take help of one more symbol. Okay, so that is how things will be, and this is how the relations will be represented in the questions. For every question we'll be drawing one diagram, and that diagram we have to learn. The diagram should make sense to us. In first few questions maybe the diagram will not make sense that much, but once we become comfortable with these symbols, everything will start making sense to you. Okay, so let's start now solving questions. Alright students, so let's look at the first question. So the question is, pointing to a photograph, Anjali said, "He is the son of the only son of my grandfather." So how is the man in the photograph related to Anjali? So this is the first question, and in this question a person whose name is Anjali is making a statement, and Anjali is making a statement pointing to some other person, and which is the person not physically present, which is present in the photograph. So remember please, here the photograph is not going to be a landscape or something which is a group photograph or something like this. It will be a photograph of a person. That person can be anything. So here the photograph is of a person, and Anjali is talking about that photograph. Okay, so if Anjali is making the statement, what word will she use for herself? She will use the word my for herself. So in the statement she has made, you might be observing this word which is my. So this my word is for Anjali. Now whenever you have a statement something like this in which 2-3 times of is present, of word, okay, please carefully observe. He is the son of, the only son of my grandfather. So in such a statement you will have to draw a diagram, but you have to draw the diagram taking the last person mentioned first. So read the statement from the last and then go backwards. Okay, every person will be represented not by some name, but it will be represented by a letter. Okay, so the first thing I am observing in the statement, in the ending, is my grandfather. So the statement is ending with my grandfather. So the first thing I will draw is my grandfather. Okay, so first I need to draw Anjali, because my word is for Anjali, right? So I have shown a girl, and that girl name is Anjali. Okay, beside that in the bracket I have written my, so that it is clear that in the statement my word is used for this person. Okay, you can write the name as well in case you want. Okay, so you can write the complete name if you want to write it, or you can just skip it as well. So this person is Anjali. Now for this person my word is used in the statement, and I have to draw my grandfather. So grandfather will be 2 generations above, right? So 2 generations above this person Anjali, I will draw one more person who is the grandfather of Anjali. So let me draw a big line, and above that line I will show the grandfather. Okay, so grandfather, for that I have shown a character, and this character I will represent not just by some name, because names will take time to write, so we will take letter. Because grandfather start with G, so I am taking letter G to represent the grandfather. Okay, so grandfather is a male, so I have written G plus. Okay. So my grandfather I have mentioned. So in the statement, this part which is my grandfather, in the diagram, who is my grandfather? The grandfather is G. So my grandfather in the statement, that person is represented by which letter? It is represented by G plus. So let me show it in the question as well. That my grandfather is represented by G plus in the diagram. Okay. So first part is drawn. Now next. Now you have to go backwards. So what is, if you go backwards, what do you observe in the statement? You observe only son of my grandfather. And my grandfather means G. So now you have to draw the only son of G. Only son of G. G means grandfather. So now you have to draw only son of G. Only son. Only means there is only one son of that person. So in the diagram I can clearly see where is G. So this G person has one son, only one son, and that I have to show. So G, the son will be one generation below, right? So one generation below, close relation, that means a single line I will take. Okay. So let me take a single line and let me show a person. Again, the person will be represented not by name but by a letter. So because I have to take the son, I am taking the letter S to represent the only son. Okay. Now son is a male, so I have shown S plus. And because it is the only son, that's why let me write just one number. In the bracket I am writing 1. This 1 represent that it is the only son. Okay. So S is the only son of G. S is the only son in the diagram. So let me write this in the statement as well. Only son is represented by which letter in the diagram we are drawing? We are showing by S plus. So only son means S plus. S plus is a person. In the diagram, the only son is a person represented by letter S plus. So only son means S plus. Right? Okay. Now again go backwards. Alright. So going backwards, now we have what? Now I have to draw son of the only son. Only son is represented by S letter. So now I have to draw son of the only son, that means son of S. So S I have already mentioned. Now I have to show son of S. Son will be one generation below. So one generation below, that means that person will be coming in the same generation as Anjali. Okay. So let me show one person one generation below. Son is a close relation. So I will draw a single line. So I have drawn a single line. That one person I need to represent with one more letter. Now, this person is also son. That was son of G. Now this is son of S. I cannot represent this son with S letter because already S letter is taken. So I need to take one more letter. So suppose I am taking B letter to represent this. Okay. So son of S I am representing with B letter. You can take any letter. I am not taking A because with A I am thinking Anjali. That's why I am not taking A. So with B letter I have represented the son of S. Because it is a male person, so I should write B plus. Alright. Now think please. So as per the statement, this is the diagram. Have we read the complete statement? Again read please. My means Anjali. So my grandfather, only son is he. Okay. Now read it like this. He is the sun. Who I have represented the sun with? Which letter I have taken? I have taken B letter to represent the sun. So let me show it in the statement. And now read it like this. He is B plus. Don't read the complete statement. He is B plus. So that means this B plus, the person, whoever it is, that is the person in the photograph. Because Anjali is talking about a person, and for that person she is using the word he. Obviously the photograph is of a person which is a male person. So Anjali, if she is talking about that male person, she will be saying he is this and this. So this he, whoever person it is, that is the same person in the photograph. Alright. So who is in the photograph? The person B is in the photograph. Now the question is, how is the man in the photograph? That means this B person, how is this related to Anjali? Okay. Now, so the complete statement, for that we have drawn the diagram. Okay, complete diagram. Now answer please. Find the missing relations. Missing relation in the sense that first please tell me what is the relation between the person S and between Anjali. What is the relation between these two, Anjali and S? So you will be saying, sir, G is the grandfather of Anjali and G is the father of S. So that means, sir, S is the father of Anjali. And sir, there cannot be one more person who can be the father, because S is the only son. So sir, father is the only possibility. Okay, because S is the only son. S is the only son, so that one son has to be the father of Anjali. Okay, so concluded that S is the father of Anjali. So between S and Anjali, let me show a line. Alright, now think please. S is the father of Anjali and S is the father of B as well. If two child have the same father, that means they both have what relation? The child. They both are brothers and sisters. So that means B is the brother of Anjali and Anjali is the sister of B. But they are asking, how is the man in the photograph related to Anjali? So the man in the photograph is the brother to Anjali. So brother is the right option. So I hope how to draw a diagram from the statement which is given in the question is clear. And please remember, whenever the statement is like this, we'll have to draw from the back side. Okay, take the last person, then the previous one, previous one, previous one. Like this, we'll be drawing the complete diagram. Alright, so if things are not completely clear, because this is the first question, so things might take a little bit of time to settle. So in case it is not that much clear, please have patience with the second question, third question, fourth question. 3-4 questions when I take, you will be comfortable with such diagrams. Alright. Alright, so moving on to the next question. So students, please read the question. So the question is, pointing to a woman, Abhijit said, her granddaughter is the only daughter of my brother. Okay. So now the question is, how is the woman related to Abhijit? So who is making the statement? Abhijit is making the statement. So because Abhijit is making the statement, what word he will use for himself? So you will say, sir, he will use the word my for himself. So in the statement, wherever you are observing this word my, that is for Abhijit. And Abhijit is talking and pointing towards a person who is a woman. So for that woman, what word Abhijit will be using? So because that person is a woman, so Abhijit will be using the word her for the woman. Okay, so I'm just writing this so that these two words are clear, that these two words are referring to which person. Okay, so again, whatever statement is given, we have to draw it from the last. I mean, from the back side we have to draw and we have to go backwards. Okay, go backwards. So, who is the last person mentioned in the statement? So, the last person mentioned is my brother. So, my means Abhijit. So, let me show one person who is Abhijit. So, Abhijit I have shown. And beside Abhijit, let me write my word also, so that it is clear that my word is written. That means this person is the person who is making the statement. You can write the name of this person because it is given. Okay, so I have written the name of this person, which is Abhijit. Alright, perfect. Now, so I have to draw my brother. That means Abhijit's brother. So brother will be same generation, right? Brother is a close relation, direct relation. So I should show this relation with a single line. In the same level I have to draw because the brother belongs to the same generation. So let me take one more person in the same generation, and that person is the brother of Abhijit. So I have taken one more person, and let me represent this person with A letter and plus sign. Okay, A letter is representing the name of this person, think like this, and plus means that person is a male person. Okay, and what symbol I have taken to show the relation between them? A single line symbol, because they share a brother-brother bond. Okay, alright. So in the diagram, my brother is represented by which letter? My brother. So my brother is represented by letter A plus. So let me just show it in the statement for your convenience. Okay, that my brother is represented by A plus in the diagram. Alright. So now go backwards, please. When you go backwards, what do you observe? You have to now draw only daughter. Only daughter of which person? Only daughter of my brother. My brother means A plus. So now you have to draw only daughter of A plus. Okay. So A plus is there. So now daughter will be one generation below. Okay. So one generation below, let me take a person. And she is daughter, that means she is female person. And she is the daughter, that means a direct or close relation. So let me show a single line as well. And this person, which is the daughter, let me show it with D letter. D means daughter, so I have taken D letter and minus sign representing female. So the daughter I have represented with what? D minus. Alright. Now this person, let me show in the statement as well. That only daughter I have represented by which letter? D plus in the diagram. So just below the only daughter in the statement, I have shown D minus. Okay. Alright. Now, because it is the only daughter, so that's why let me take a bracket and let me write the number 1 in that. That number 1 is telling you that this person A has only one daughter. Only one daughter. Okay. Alright. Now, please read again. So, Abhijit means my brother. My brother means A plus. My brother, only daughter is what? Only daughter is D minus. Now go backwards please. Her granddaughter is the only daughter. Okay, so her granddaughter is the only daughter. Only daughter means D minus. So D minus is her granddaughter. Please read it backwards. Her granddaughter is D minus. So you read it backwards. That means D is her granddaughter. Her means what? Her means the woman. The woman Abhijit is talking about. So D is the granddaughter of the woman. So that means the woman will be the grandmother, right? So let me show the grandmother. Grandmother will be one generation, not one generation. Grandmother will be 2 generations above this person. So 2 generations above, let me show a person who is a woman. And because it is a woman, I have shown the character of a woman. Then this woman is represented by letter her in the statement. So in the bracket, I am writing her just for your convenience. Alright. Okay. Now, this her is actually the woman Abhijit is talking about. So that person on the top side is the woman Abhijit is talking about. So let me write woman, and that woman itself is telling you that the woman is the woman which Abhijit is talking about. Okay. For other person, I have not written woman. Alright. So my means Abhijit, brother means A. Then only daughter means what? Only daughter means D minus. Only daughter is her granddaughter. Alright, so this is how the diagram will be. Now, think please. First you need to see what are the missing relations. Then only we'll be able to tell the answer for how is the woman related to Abhijit. So now think please. This woman is the grandmother of D, and this woman, which is D minus, is the daughter of A. So D is the daughter of A and D is the granddaughter of woman. So can I say that the woman is the mother of A? Only then these relations which are given are possible. I mean to say that D is the daughter of A and D is the granddaughter of the woman. So obviously the two person A and the woman are sharing what type of bond? It is a mother and son bond. So mother and son bond will be represented with a single line. So I have shown this missing relation. Then Abhijit and this person A are brothers. If they both are brothers, they will be having the same mother. So if the woman is the mother of A, the woman will be the mother of Abhijit as well. So the woman is the mother of Abhijit. And that is the same relation which they are asking, that how is the woman related to Abhijit. So the woman is the mother to Abhijit. So mother is the right answer. So I hope how to draw a diagram in such cases where our statement is given is perfectly clear. Again, in case even now a little bit doubt is there, then please have patience. We'll be solving 3-4 questions more on this. Alright students, so moving towards the next question, please see the question on your screen. So the question is, pointing towards a man, a woman said. What she said? His mother is the only daughter of my mother. Alright. So the question is, how is the woman related to the man? Alright. So again, whatever statement is given, first we have to see which person made the statement. So person who made the statement is a woman. okay, is a woman. So that woman, whoever she is, the name is not mentioned. So that woman, if she is speaking something, so she will use my word for herself. So in the statement, my word is used for the woman who has made the statement. And now this woman is talking about a man because she is pointing towards a man. So she will be talking about the man and she will be using the word he or his. Okay, so he or his word will be used for the man the woman is talking about. Alright, now whatever statement is given, we have to start from the ending. So in the ending, what is mentioned? It is mentioned that my mother. So first I will target this my mother. So my means the woman. So let me write woman and let me show a woman. Okay. Now this woman is talking. This woman made the statement. So my word is used for this woman. Okay. And now I have to draw my mother. Mother will be one generation above. So mother of this woman will be one generation above. So one generation above, let me show a person who is a female. And that female person I am representing by A minus. A letter I am using to represent the name. Think it like this. And minus means she is a female. Okay. So my mother I have drawn in the diagram. If this A person is the mother of woman, that means woman is the daughter of A. Okay, daughter of A. Now, in the diagram, we have represented my mother with what letter? I have represented with A minus. So, in the statement, in the question itself, let me show it that my mother, we have shown it in the diagram with A minus. Okay, now go to the next part. So move a little bit back in the statement. So now what is mentioned? Only daughter of my mother. My mother means A minus, and only daughter of my mother means that only daughter of A minus. So this is A minus. Now I have to show only daughter of A minus, only daughter. Already one daughter we have already shown. The woman is the daughter of A, and the question is saying only daughter. So that means only daughter will be the woman herself, right? So that means the only daughter is the woman herself. And let me, because we are seeing the woman for the second time now, let me show the woman with the letter W minus. Okay, so letter W minus I am using. And since I am using W minus for the only daughter, let me show it in the statement as well. So in the statement I have shown that only daughter is represented by W minus. Okay, now next part. Go back in the statement. So the next part you have to read is that his mother is the only daughter. Okay, his mother is the only daughter. You have to read it backwards. Only daughter is his mother. Only daughter means what? W minus. So W minus is his mother. His means the man the woman is talking about. So W minus is the mother of the man, and the man is the son of the woman. So son means one generation below, and this one generation below, whatever person I am taking, that is the man mentioned in the question. And this man we are mentioning by what letter? M plus. So I have mentioned M plus as its name. Okay. Now, because the word man is used for this person, I am writing man also with the person itself. Okay, so that nothing sort of confusion remains. So now I hope the diagram how we have made it is clear. In this problem as well, in the previous problem as well, or in the subsequent problems which we are going to take, we are going to always take it like this. When we see off, we are going to start from the ending. We have to go back, go back, go back like this. We have to draw the diagram. Now, once you draw the diagram, it is perfectly clear which person is the woman, which person is the man mentioned in the question. So, the man is M plus and the woman is W minus. Okay, what is the question now? How is the woman related to the man? So, the woman, that means W minus, is the mother of the man M plus. So, that means the answer is mother, right? So I hope this diagram is clear. How we have drawn it is clear. Again, I will say the same thing. In case even now there is some confusion, so please be patient, because again we will be solving similar questions based on this. Alright students, so moving on to the next question. Please read the question on your screen. So the question is, pointing to Varman, Madhav said, I am the only son of one of the sons of his father. So the question is, how is Varman related to Madhav? Okay. Alright. So, in this question, first we have to see that which person is making the statement. So the question clearly says, Madhav said. That means Madhav is making the statement. So obviously, if in the statement I word is present, that is for Madhav, and if my word is present, that is also for Madhav. Now, this statement Madhav has said, pointing to Varman. So that means Madhav is talking about one more person, which is Varman. Okay. So that means for that person, Madhav will be using the word his or he. Okay. So in case these two words are present, he or his, that word is for Varman. Okay. So now as these words are clear that which words are for Madhav and which words are for Varman, so let us now draw the diagram. So first again, we'll be observing the statement now and we'll be drawing the last person mentioned first. So what is the last thing mentioned in the statement? So the last thing mentioned is his father. His means what? His means it is a male person. So let me show a male person. Alright. For that male person, his word is used. So in the bracket, let me write his. And that person is who? His word, I have clearly said, his word is used for Varman. So this person for which his word is used is actually Varman. And because his word is used, so I have written plus sign as well. So his father I have to draw. So his father will be one generation above him. So this is Varman, his father will be one generation above. So one generation above, let me show one person which is father. Now father is a male, so let me show a male person. And father I have to show, so let me show it with the letter F plus. Okay, F for father, so that's why I am taking F. So F plus. Now, so now I have drawn his father. In the diagram, his father is represented by which letter? It is represented by F plus. So let me show this in the statement as well, that his father is represented by F plus in the diagram. Okay. So I have represented. Alright. Now go back in the statement, please. So now what is the next thing mentioned in the statement? If you go back, so the next thing mentioned is one of the sons of his father. His father means F. So one of the sons of F. One of the sons. Okay. So that means this person F, I have to think that he has so many sons. One son is Varman, obviously, and I have to think few more sons. I can take 2 more sons, I can take 1 more, I can take 4 more. It depends on you. Okay. So let me take 2 more sons and I am representing by X and Y. So 2 sons I am taking, so sons will be 1 generation below F, and I am representing with X and Y because sons are male. So I will be writing X plus and Y plus. Okay. So now this F plus has 3 sons. One person is Varman, one is X, one is Y. Now X and Y, these 2 persons I have taken by myself. Okay. Their names or they were not mentioned anywhere. But since it was mentioned one of the sons, so because of that I have taken 2-3 sons I have taken. But one son is already mentioned in the question whose name is Varman. So I can categorize these 3 sons. I can categorize like this. Varman is one of the son who is mentioned in the question. And X and Y are the sons who are other than Varman, which I have taken. Okay. So now these are the 3 sons of F. As per the question, I have to take one of the sons. One. So out of these 3, which son should I take? That is a confusion. Alright. I can take Varman or I can take some other son. That means somebody other than Varman. That means either X or Y. So there will be 2 cases. Okay, 2 cases will be there. So in case suppose I take one of the sons as X plus, I can choose Y also, I can choose Varman also. I am not choosing Y because I am choosing X. So in case I choose Y, it will be same as X. I am choosing X plus as one of the sons. In the next case, I will be taking Varman. So one of the sons I am taking as X plus. So let me circle it. Okay. And with this only we will be continuing with the diagram. So let me show in the statement that one of the sons here I am taking as X plus. Okay. Now again, go back in the statement please. What is the next person mentioned now? So if you read carefully, it is only son of one of the sons. One of the sons I have taken as X. So now I have to draw only son of X. Only son of X. So this is X. Only son of X will be 1 generation below. Right? 1 generation below. So 1 generation below, let me show a son. Son is a male. So let me show a male person. Alright. Now, this only son, let me represent with letter S. And because it is son, so S plus. So S plus I have taken. Alright. Now, read further please. Only son I have taken, so let me show this as well. That only son in the diagram is represented by S plus. Now, go back please. You will read it like this. I am the only son. I am the only son means S. So that means I am S plus. I am S plus means I means Madhav. So Madhav is saying that I am S plus. So this S plus person is actually who? Madhav. Okay, so that person is Madhav. All right. So we have drawn the complete diagram. Now once we have drawn the diagram, now we have to see the missing relations. Okay. So now carefully see please. The question is, how is Varman related to Madhav? So if you are observing, Varman, X and Y are what? They are brothers. So X is the brother whose child is Madhav. Okay. So the child of X is Madhav. So the brother of X will be the uncle of Madhav, yes or not? Or let's say like this, that out of these three brothers, one brother, which is X, is the father of Madhav. X is the father. So the other two brothers will be the uncles. So Varman as well as Y will be the uncle of Madhav. So that means Varman is uncle of Madhav. Alright. So that's how it should be understood. But this is only case one. This is only one possibility. In case I take the next possibility, this possibility is saying that Varman is uncle of Madhav. Okay, this is just one possibility. So do not mark uncle as the right option. We have one more possibility. So let's take the next possibility. In the next possibility, I will be taking Varman, then the father, then two more sons, which is X and Y. Okay. Now, I will be restarting with one of the sons part. Previously, I have taken one of the sons as someone who is other than Varman. If in case I choose Varman as one of the son, then what? So, now I am taking Varman as one of the sons. So, let me show it in the statement as well. Okay, and I have circled Varman because I am taking one of the sons as Varman. So one of the sons I have taken it as Varman. Alright, now go back please. If you go back in the statement, now you will have to draw only son of one of the sons which we have taken as Varman. So only son of Varman you have to draw. So only son of Varman, only son will be one generation below, and that only son we are representing again by S plus. So S plus is the only son. Alright. And wherever you are observing, it is direct relations. Because brother, father, everyone, everything is what? Direct relation. Alright. So now, observe please. One of the son. Now, if you go back again, just like the previous case, you will be reading it like, Madhav said, I am the only son. Only son is S plus. So Madhav is saying, I am S plus. So that means this S plus person is Madhav. Okay. So this S plus is Madhav. So let me show it. Now, in this case, in this possibility, answer please. What is the relation of Varman to Madhav? So you will say that, sir, Varman is one generation above Madhav. And sir, Madhav is the son of Varman. That means Varman is the father of Madhav. So one possibility is telling that Varman is uncle of Madhav. And the other possibility is telling that Varman is father of Madhav. So if we take both the possibility, we will say either it is uncle relation or it is father relation. Okay. So that means C option, father or uncle, will be correct. So I hope this very interesting problem is completely clear. Alright students, moving on to the next question. Please read the question on your screen. The question is, introducing a woman, Shashank said, "She is the mother of the only daughter of my son." So the question is, how is the woman related to Shashank? Okay. So again, what is the first thing we will observe? We will observe that which person made the statement. So here a name is mentioned, Shashank. So Shashank made the statement. So Shashank will be using the word my for himself. Okay. So in the statement, my word is used for Shashank. Okay. So let me show it. Now, Shashank is talking about a woman. So that means Shashank will be using the word she and her for the woman. So in the statement, if these two words are present, she and her, these words are used for the woman the question is talking about. Alright, perfect. Now start please. Whatever statement is given of word you are observing, okay? So start with the last part. In the last, what is mentioned in the statement? So you will say, sir, in the last, my son is mentioned. So my means what? Shashank. So first show Shashank. So I am taking a man, his name is Shashank, and for that person my word is used. So in the bracket, let me show my as well. So in the bracket I have written my, just to tell you, just for your convenience, that my word is used for this person in the statement. Now I have to take my son. So my means Shashank, so I have to take son of Shashank. So son will be one generation below. So one generation below and a direct relation, so a single line. So a single line, let me show a person below Shashank. And that person, let me show it with the letter S plus. Okay, S plus. Why plus? Because son will be a male. So let me show it in the statement as well, that my son is represented by S plus in the diagram. Okay. Now, please go back in the statement now. Once you go back, you will see that now I have to see only daughter of my son. Only daughter of my son. My son means S plus. So now I have to take only daughter. So only daughter of my son means S plus, so only daughter of S plus I have to take. So that means this is S plus, only daughter of S plus will be one generation below. So one generation below, let me show a female person and let me represent it with D minus. And because she is the only daughter, so let me write in the bracket 1. 1 is just telling you that this person is the only daughter. Okay. All right. Now go back in the statement again. But before that, let me mention it in the statement as well. That only daughter you have represented with D minus. So let me show it in the statement that only daughter is represented by D minus in the diagram. Now go back in the statement. Once you go back, you will see now we have to draw mother of the only daughter. So this is the only daughter, which is D. Now I have to draw mother of the mother of only daughter. That means mother of D minus. So mother of D minus will be a direct relation. So a single line. It will be one generation above D. Obviously, mother is one generation above. So one generation above, let me show a person. Let me show a person with the letter M minus. Okay. So M for mother, because mother is a female, so minus. So M minus is the mother. Alright. Now, let me show it in the statement as well, that mother of only daughter is represented by which letter in the diagram? It is M minus. So I have shown it. Alright. Now go back please. In the statement, now you will see she is the mother. She is the mother means, the mother means what? M minus. So she is M minus. She means the woman Shashank is talking about. So that means the woman is M minus. So that means this person who we have mentioned by the letter M minus is the woman Shashank is talking about. Okay. So with this person, let me write woman so that it is clarified that this is the person for which woman word is used in the question. Alright. Perfect. So we have completed the statement. So now we have to now find the missing relations. The woman is M minus and Shashank is already there on the top. And we have to find what is the relation between those two persons. Okay. So first tell me what is the relation between S plus and M minus. So you will realize that the person who is mentioned on the bottom, which is D minus. So D is the daughter of S and D is the daughter of M minus as well. Okay. So D is the daughter of two persons. So those two persons should be a couple, right? So that means that S plus and M minus are a couple. They are husband and wife. So S is the husband and M minus is the wife. Okay. Now, so they both are a couple. Now, what is Shashank? Shashank is the father of S plus. Clearly visible. Shashank is the real father of S plus. So if Shashank is the father of husband, that means he will be the father-in-law of the wife. Yes or not? So Shashank and the wife, which is M minus, are sharing in-law relation. So let me show the in-law symbol which we have standardized. Okay. So let me show the in-law symbol. If I say, what is Shashank with respect to the woman? That means M minus. You will say Shashank is the father-in-law. In case you ask opposite, I will say the woman is the daughter-in-law of Shashank. But they are asking, how is the woman related to Shashank? So the woman is the daughter-in-law of Shashank. Alright. So this is how, once we draw the diagram from the statement, this is how we find the missing relations, and from the missing relations, we answer the questions. So I hope things are getting more and more clear with the next questions we are taking. But still, again I will be saying be patient, we'll be solving more questions with this. Alright students, so moving on to the next question. Please read the question on your screen. The question is, pointing to a photograph, X said to his friend Y that she is the only daughter of the father of my mother. So the question is, how X is related to the person in the photograph? Alright. So from the starting part of the question, that pointing to a photograph, X said to his friend Y. X said to his friend Y. So that means his friend is telling you that X is a male person. And who said the statement? X is the person who is a male person and X made the statement. Okay. So that means because X made the statement, that's why my word and I word will be used for X in the statement. X is talking with Y. X is not talking about Y. X is talking to his friend Y about a photograph. The photograph is also of a person. So X is not talking about Y. X is talking about the photograph. The photograph is of a female person because X is telling, looking at the photograph, she is the only daughter. Something like this he is starting. So she is the only daughter. Like this he is starting. So she means the person in the photograph is definitely a female person. Okay. So she word is used for what person? The person in the photograph. Okay. So now let's draw the diagram now. So again, whatever statement is there will start from the last part. What is mentioned in the last? So in the last, my mother is mentioned. My means X. X is a male person. So I have represented X and that is a male person. So X plus. For X plus my word is used. So that also I have shown it. Now I have to draw my mother. So mother will be one generation above. Yes or not? So one generation above, it is a close relation, direct relation. So let me draw a line and let me show the mother. So mother I am representing by M minus. Okay, M minus. All right. Let me show it in the statement as well, that my mother in the diagram we are representing by M minus. Okay, so we have shown it. Now, go back in the statement, please. Once you go back in the statement, you will realize that now we have to draw father of my mother. My mother means M minus. So father of M minus we have to draw. This is M minus. So father of M minus will be one generation above. So that means one generation above M we have to show a person, and that person is the father. So father means a direct relation. So let me draw a single line. And that person let me represent by F plus, because father is a male person. So I have represented the father with F plus in the diagram. So let me show it in the statement as well. Okay. So father I have shown that it is represented with F plus. Now go back in the statement. Now it is mentioned only daughter of the father, and father means F plus. So now you have to draw only daughter of F plus. If you carefully see, already there is one daughter of F which is M minus, and the question is saying only daughter of F plus. So that only daughter has to be this person which is already there in the diagram. So the only daughter is definitely going to be M minus. So only daughter of F is what? M minus. Already there. We need not take one more person. Okay. So let me show it in the statement as well, that only daughter in the diagram is represented by what? It is represented by M minus. All right. Now next. So next we are observing is that she is the only daughter. She is the only daughter. Only daughter means what? Only daughter means M minus. So she is M minus, or like this you have to read, M minus is she, and she means the person in the photograph. So M minus is the person in the photograph. So let me show it, that M minus is the person in the photograph. All right. Okay, perfect. So the complete statement is done. All right. Now please find the missing relation in case if there is any relation, and answer the question. So the question is, how X is related to the person in the photograph? So X and the person in the photograph means M minus. So between X and M minus already we know there is a single line. Okay. X is one generation below with respect to M. So that means X is what? X is the son of the person in the photograph. Okay. So that means B option will be correct. So like this, whatever question is there like this, we have to convert the statement into a diagram, find the missing relations, and once the missing relations are found, we have to answer the questions. Okay. So I hope things are getting more and more clear with every question. All right, students. So moving on to the next question, please read the question on your screen. The question is, pointing to a woman, a man says that her mother is the only daughter of my mother-in-law. So the question is, how is the woman related to the man? All right. So again, the first thing we have to observe is who is making the statement. Okay. So we are observing that the person making the statement is the man. So whoever the man is, for the man, my word will be used. Okay. So let me show it that my word is used for the man because man is making the statement. Now, this man is talking about a woman. So that means this her word, her, H-E-R, this her word in the statement is used for that woman. Because the man is talking about a woman, so that's why her word will be used for that woman. Okay. So her word is used for the woman mentioned in the question. Now, once these things are clarified, we'll start with the statement. So again, what statement is given? We have to start drawing the diagram from the last part. So what is mentioned in the last? So we are observing my mother-in-law is mentioned in the last. So my means the man. So let me show it that there is a man. For that man, my word is used. So in the bracket, let me show my word so that it is clear that for this person, my word is being used in the question. Okay. All right. And let me write man as well because the man mentioned in the question is this person. Perfect. So now I have to draw mother-in-law, my mother-in-law. My means this person. So mother-in-law will be one generation above and mother-in-law is an in-law relation. So that's why in-law symbol has to be taken. So I've taken in-law symbol and one generation above I have shown one person with letter M minus. Because mother-in-law obviously it will be a female. So minus sign. And mother-in-law M letter for that. Perfect. So my mother-in-law I have represented with M minus in the diagram. So let me show it in the statement as well. That in the statement, my mother-in-law, below that, let me show M minus. Okay, perfect. Now go back in the statement, please. What is the next thing mentioned if you go behind in the statement? So next is only daughter of my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law means M minus. So now I have to draw the daughter of, only daughter of M minus. Okay. So M minus already there. So only daughter of M minus will be one generation below. So one generation below, daughter is a direct relation. So let me show a single line. And daughter, let me represent with D minus. Okay. So D minus, let me show it in the diagram as well as in the statement. So only daughter is represented by D minus in the diagram. Now, go back in the statement, please. What is the next thing mentioned if you go behind? So the next thing mentioned is that her mother is the only daughter. So her mother is the only daughter. Only daughter means D minus. So her mother is D minus. Her means the woman. So the woman's mother is D minus. Woman's mother is D minus. So that means the woman is the daughter of D minus. So let me show it. That the woman mentioned in the question is actually the daughter of D minus. So one generation below there is a woman, and that woman is what? The daughter of D minus. So daughter is a direct relation. So I have represented with a single line. Perfect. And in the bracket I have shown her word also, because her word is used for this woman. So everything is now clarified. Whatever statement is given, we have drawn the diagram. So now we are observing where is the man, where is the woman. Okay. So now we have to find what is the missing relation, and then we have to answer the question. So first thing we will see that this M minus is the mother-in-law of the man, and M minus is the mother of D minus. So mother-in-law of the man, that means whoever man is there in the question. So mother, M minus is the mother-in-law of the man, and M minus is the mother of the other person, which is D minus. So that means these two persons, which are the man and D minus, should be a couple, because this M minus is in-law for the male person and real mother of the female person. So those male and female persons should be a couple. So let me show it, that the man and D minus are a couple. So couple means a double line you have to show. Alright, perfect. So now if these two are a couple and the woman is daughter of D minus, if the woman is daughter of D minus and D minus and the man are a couple, so can I say that D minus is the wife and the man is the husband? So if this woman is the daughter of the wife, the woman will be the daughter of husband as well. Yes or not? So definitely the woman is the daughter of the man. Now what they are asking? They are asking how is the woman related to the man? So the man and woman share a father-daughter relationship. That's why I have represented a single line as well. So the woman is the daughter of the man. So I hope how again with the same procedure we have solved this question, and things are more clarified with every question. Alright students, let's read the next question. The question is on your screen. So the question is, Deepak said to Nitin, what he said? That boy playing with the football is the younger of the two brothers of the daughter of my father's wife. Okay. So how is the boy playing with the football related to Deepak? Alright. So first thing is we have to observe which person made the statement. So Deepak said the statement. So that means Deepak will be using my word for himself. So that means in the statement my word is used for Deepak. And Deepak is talking about some boy who is playing around with the football. Okay. And Deepak is talking with his friend Nitin. So now please read the statement. In the statement, what is mentioned in the last? So we will say, sir, my father's wife. So my father's wife. So my father's wife. Think for yourself and say to yourself, my father's wife. Are you not feeling it means my mother? Yes, obviously. So this my father's wife, we are not liking this. So my father's wife, I am replacing it with my mother. Okay, so my mother. So first let me draw this my mother. So my means Deepak. So let me show Deepak first. For Deepak, my word is used. So in the bracket, let me write my as well. So my word is just for your convenience, so that you can see, okay, my word in the statement is written for this person. Okay. Now, my mother. So mother I am representing with W minus. Okay, W minus. Why I am taking W minus? Because she is a woman, that's why I am taking W minus. So my mother. Mother will be one generation above. Mother is a direct relation, so a single line will be shown. So a single line, let me show a woman as W minus. So my mother in this diagram is who? It is W minus. So let me show it in the statement as well. So in the statement I have shown that my mother is represented by W minus in the diagram. Okay. Now go back in the statement, please. Once you go back, you will see that now you have to draw daughter of my mother. My mother means W minus. So daughter of W minus you have to draw. So daughter of W minus. So daughter of W minus will be one generation below. Daughter will be a female, so minus sign will be there. And daughter is a direct relation, so a single line will be drawn. So let me show that relation. So daughter I am representing by D minus. Okay. So D minus is the daughter, and let me show it in the statement as well. The daughter is represented by D minus in the diagram. All right. Now next, what is mentioned next? So next it is mentioned younger of the two brothers of the daughter. So daughter is D minus. So now I have to think younger of the two brothers. So definitely this D minus has two brothers. Okay, two brothers. And I have to think the younger of the two brothers. Okay, so let me first show one more brother, because Deepak also is the brother, obviously. Because W is the mother of Deepak and D is the daughter of W. So that means this D minus and Deepak, what are they? They are brothers and sisters. So one brother is Deepak and one more brother will be there. That one more brother I will show with a single line in the same generation, and let me show it with the letter B plus. Okay. So now think please, out of these two brothers, D minus has two brothers, right? One brother is Deepak, one brother is B plus. Out of these two brothers, which is the person who will be called as the younger brother? So think please. Deepak said the statement, and Deepak is one of the brother. And Deepak is saying like, that boy playing with the football is the younger brother. Right? So that boy who is playing with the football is the younger brother. Deepak is not the younger brother. So Deepak is the elder brother and this B plus is the younger brother. So let me show it in the statement that younger of the two brothers is represented by B plus in the diagram. Okay. So I have shown it. Okay. Now go back in the statement, please. So that boy playing with the football is the younger of the two brothers. Younger of the two brother means B plus. So that boy playing with the football is B plus. Or let me say like this. B plus is the boy playing with the football. So B plus is the boy who is playing with the football. So let me write this, that this is the boy playing with the football, that is B plus. All right. So everything mentioned in the statement has been shown in the diagram. Okay. So now we have to answer, how is the boy playing with the football related to Deepak? So this D minus has two brothers, Deepak and what? Deepak and B plus. So D has two brothers. So the two brothers will be what? I mean to say, if D is the sister, or say like this, if Deepak is the brother of D and if B plus is the brother of D, that means Deepak and B plus also are brothers, right? So the boy playing with the football is actually the brother of Deepak. So brother is the right answer. So this was a very interesting question. I hope this is clear. All right. So moving on to the next question. Please read the question on your screen. So the question is, Rita told Mani that the girl I met yesterday at the beach was the youngest daughter of the brother-in-law of my friend's mother. Okay, my friend's mother. All right. So Rita said the statement. So for Rita, my word is used. Okay, my word is used. All right. Then my friend is not a blood relation actually, to be precise. So for friend, we'll show the friend relation with some arrow symbol. So first, let me show that my friend's mother, how it will be represented. So first, my means Rita. So let me show Rita first. For Rita, my word is used. So I have written in the bracket my word as well. Okay. Now, my friend. So I have to show the friend of Rita. Okay. So friend will be in the same generation. And I just said that I have to show it with arrow symbol. So let me make an arrow like this and let me show one friend of Rita. That friend, I don't know whether it is a male or a female. I don't know it. So I'm writing just the letter F. F means friend. So this F is the friend of Rita. So my friend means F. So my friend's mother means the mother of F I have to show. So mother of F is a direct relation. So I should draw a single line and it will be one generation above. So one generation above, let me show a person who is the mother of F. So mother I am representing by M minus. Okay. And mother is a direct relation. So I have represented with a single line. Now next. In the statement as well, let me show this. That my friend's mother is represented by what? It is represented by M minus. Okay. So I have shown it. Now go back in the statement please. What is next? So now I have to draw brother-in-law of my friend's mother. My friend's mother means M minus. Okay. So now I have to draw brother-in-law of M minus. So brother-in-law and brother will be same generation. So in the same generation, I have to take one person. That one person is having in-law relation. So let me show in-law symbol and that person is the brother-in-law. So let me take B plus to represent that person. Okay. So I have taken a person B plus and that person is having in-law relation with m minus. Okay, all right. So let me show it in the statement as well. In the statement, wherever brother-in-law is there, so let me write b plus there, just to show that in the diagram we have represented that person brother-in-law as b plus. Okay, now go to the next one. In the statement, please go behind what is mentioned next. So next thing mentioned is youngest daughter of the brother-in-law. Youngest daughter. So youngest is not our concern actually. So just let me mention the daughter, and we'll think it that that person is the youngest only. So youngest daughter of the brother-in-law. Brother-in-law means b plus. So I have to show youngest daughter of b plus. So daughter will be one generation below, and daughter is a female, and daughter is having a direct relation. So I will represent with a single line one more person as a female person with D minus. Okay, all right. And let me show it in the statement as well, that D minus is the letter used to show youngest daughter. Okay, now go back in the statement again. Now the statement, please start from the first. That girl I met yesterday at the beach was the youngest daughter. Youngest daughter means D minus. So the girl I met yesterday at the beach was D minus. Or I can say like this. D minus is the girl I met yesterday at the beach. So this D minus is the person who is the girl who was at the beach yesterday. Okay, so let me show this. So D minus is the person or is the girl who was at the beach. All right. So the complete statement is done. Now we have to now find the missing relations, and it is a little bit complicated as compared to the other questions. So please think like this. The question is, how is the girl? Girl means what? The girl means D minus. How is the girl related to Rita's friend? So the girl and Rita's friend is F. So D minus and F, what is the relation between them? So what we know is that D minus, the father of D minus is already shown. That is B plus. For F, we know who is the mother, that is M minus. So for one person we have shown the mother, and for one person we have shown the father. Now, just for a moment, don't think the in-law relation between M minus and B plus. Just think it like this, that these two person are brother and sister in law. So brother and sister in law, their children will be what? Obviously they will not be real brother, real sister. So their kids will be cousins or not? So definitely it is cousin relation. So that means F and D minus are what? They are cousins. So the option cousin is correct. So I hope this question is completely clear. Whether it is two brothers, their children will be cousins. Whether it is two sisters, real sister I am saying, their children will be cousins. Or whether it is two brother-in-laws, their children also will be cousins. Or whether it is two sister-in-law, their children will be cousins. Or whether it is one brother-in-law, one sister-in-law, their children will be cousins. Always remember that. In case you face such question, this knowledge will be extremely crucial. All right, students. So moving on to the next question. Please read the question on your screen. So the question is, a man is standing in front of a painting of a man. So there are two men mentioned here. Two. Alright. So the man is saying that brothers and sisters have I none, but this man's father is my father's son. Okay. But this man's father is my father's son. So the question is, who is on the painting? The options are his father, his grandfather, his son, and he himself. All right. So first thing is, let me show a picture which describes the question. So I'm taking a photo. That photo is of a man. So I've shown a photo. Now this is a man, and there is one more man who is looking at the photo. So in front of the painting, let me show a man. Okay. So both are man, and I need to differentiate them so that there is no confusion that when I'm saying man, it means who? Whether it means this man or whether it means the man on the painting. So there should be no confusion regarding this. So I'm assuming that the man on the painting is what? It is man number 2. And the man who is standing and looking at the painting is man number 1. And still, again, to avoid any other confusion, let me show or let me represent man 1 with the letter A and man 2 with the letter B. Okay. So B is on the painting and A is the man who is standing and looking at the painting. Okay. Now, so A is looking at the painting and saying, looking at the painting and saying, this man means B. So this man's father is my father's son. And he has said one more thing, brothers and sisters have I none. That means this person A is saying something. And he is saying, brothers and sister have I none. That means he is saying, I don't have any brother or any sister. I am the single child. Okay. So he don't have any brother and sister. That should be very much clear with you. Now, so there is no brother sister, that we will keep inside our mind. The rest of the statement, let me just write it again. So the rest of the statement is that this man's father is my father's son. Okay, my father's son. So A is saying something and saying this man's father, looking at the painting and saying this man's father. So this man here means it is B. Okay, so let me change the statement. This man means B. So B's father is. Now think. The last part is what? My father's son. My means A. So think for yourself. You are the person who is A. And you are saying my father's son. And you don't have brother and sister as well. So my father's son. That means A person or not? Definitely yes. Because there is no other brother, no other sister. So that means the last part, which is my father's son, that means A. So the meaning is that if I convert this statement and replace the man with A and B, I will get what? I am getting that B's father is A. And if I write it opposite, I will write A is B's father. Okay? B's father. What is the meaning of B's father? A is B's father That means A is father of B. Okay, A is father of B. So if A is father of B, then B is what to A? So we will say, sir, B is the son of A. Alright. So B is the son of A and A is the father of B. So things are very clear now. We know who is A, we know who is B. What we know? That A is the father of B and B is the son of A. So, who is on the painting? B is on the painting. As per the statements, please see. B is what? B is the son of A. Okay. So, B is on the painting. So, the son of A is on the painting. So, that means his son is on the painting. So, I hope this question is properly clear, and why I have not created a diagram is because I needed to clarify both the man. So to clarify it, I have taken one man as A, one man as B. Again, I have not taken the diagram because if I don't take the statement, that part I mean brothers and sisters have I none, then the statement is very short. For short statement, and the type of statement, when I observe my father's son, clearly means A. This man means B. So because the statement is very short, so do not draw the diagram. Okay, just think as it is, statement wise only. Do not draw the diagram. So I hope my approach is clear, that why we have done like this. So in case you cannot do, if there is a short statement, there is some confusion, you can draw the diagram. I'm not saying you cannot draw the diagram. Yes, you can draw it in case if it is required. All right. All right, students. So please look at the next question. This is a entirely different type of question. So the question is, A plus B means A is the brother of B. Okay. Then A minus B means A is the sister of B. And then A cross B means A is the father of B. So which of the following means that C is the son of M? Alright. So which of the following? That means we have 4 options. We have to check in which of the option we are observing that C is the son of M. Okay. Now to be precise, this category of blood relation question has a separate topic name by the name coded relationships. Okay. But we are not taking a separate topic. This is exactly, if I say, this is extremely simpler as compared to the previous questions we have taken. But since this is the first question of this type, so that's why you might be thinking that this is a little bit difficult. No, it's extremely easy. So, in the starting only, I have said already that I am taking some symbols. And those symbols are not universal. Some other person can take some other symbols which are different as compared to me. So, some other person, what symbols he is taking, think like this. In the question it is given as that person is taking plus sign to represent brother relation. A plus B means A is the brother of B. That is his representation. Some other faculty's representation. My representation is different. His representation is different. Okay. All right. So A plus B, what is the meaning of this representation that is given? Similarly, A minus B means A is the sister of B, and similarly, A cross B means A is the father of B. So plus, minus and cross, that faculty or that person is using to represent brother, sister, father relation. So based on this, we have to draw the diagram. Okay. Based on what he has taken as the symbols and based on what we have taken as our personal symbols to represent the relations, what we will do is, his symbols we will convert into our symbols. I mean to say, his representation is A plus B. Our representation is different. We take a single line to show brother relationship, father relationship, and sister relationship. And we take the generation gap. Brother, sister, same generation, father, one generation above. So, what I am trying to say is that his diagram will be different from our diagram. Definitely. But his diagram we will convert into our diagram, because we already know that what is the meaning of the symbols that person is taking. So let's take the A option first. A option is actually a diagram, a blood relation diagram, which that person has drawn. Okay, but this diagram may not be looking as the diagram which we have observed. Okay, it's something like m minus n cross c plus f. So minus, plus, and cross are relations. So this is actually a blood relation diagram. But the symbols which are used in this are not our symbols. So what we will do is, we will convert this into our representation. So let's convert this. So first what we will observe is that m minus n we are observing. So minus, what is the meaning of minus? A minus B means A is the sister of B. So similarly, m minus n means m is the sister of n. So m is the sister of n. So m is the sister, so m minus. And sister is a direct relation, so single line and same generation. So m n belong to same generation and m is the sister, so minus sign. Now what is the gender of n? Till now I don't know. Now take the next part of the relation. I mean A option, take the next part please. So the next part is n cross C. So if A cross B means A is the father of B, so n cross C means n is the father of C. Right? Alright. So n is the father. Alright. So n should be plus sign because it is a male. And n is the father. That means, father means what? Father will be one generation above. So n cross C means n is the father of C. So C will be one generation below because n has to be one generation above. Alright. So one generation below, let me show C. Perfect. Now next. What is the next part of A option? The next part is C plus F. C plus F. C plus F means that C is the brother of F. Just like A plus B means A is the brother of B. So the same way C is the brother of F. So C is the brother, so C will be plus sign. And brother means the same generation. So in the same generation, brother means single line. In the same generation, I need to show F as well. Okay. So now, based on this diagram, his representation is A option. A option, if I convert into our representation, this will be our representation. So now, as we have converted into our representation, please tell me, are you observing, or let's leave this. What is the relation between C and M? So, C is downside. And C and M, what is the relation? You are observing that N is the father. Okay, N is the father. And M is the sister of N. M is the sister of N. So, for M, you think, for M, N is the brother and brother's son is C. So that means the relation between C and M is what? You will say that, sir, M minus is the aunt of C plus and C is the nephew of M. So the question is saying, in which of the following options do you see that C is the son of M? So in this option, I am not observing that. Here I am observing C is the nephew of M. So that means this option is not correct. Okay. So that means we should go to the next option. So next option is M cross N minus C plus F. So that is his representation. Here we are not having our symbols. Alright. So this B option also is a blood relation diagram. But here the symbols which are used are not our symbols. So let's convert this blood relation diagram into our way of representation. So take the first part of this B option. The first part is M cross N. So M cross N means M is the father of N. Just like A cross B means A is the father of B. So same way M cross N means M is the father of N. So M is the father, so M will be one generation above. And father is a direct relation, so a single line has to be drawn. And father has to be one generation above, so N has to be one generation below. Okay. So M is a male, so M plus single line N. Now read the next part, please. So the next part is N minus C. N minus C. A minus B means A is the sister of B. So N minus C means N is the sister of C. So N is the sister means N minus. Okay, N minus. And sister means same generation. So in the same generation, a single line and same generation, I have to draw one more person, which is C. Alright. Now let's take the next part. The next part is C plus F. Just like A plus B means A is the brother of B, so the same way C plus F means C is the brother of F. So C is the brother, so C will be plus sign because C is a male. Brother is a male. And brother will be same generation. So in the same generation, I will take one more person F and I will take a single line between them because brother is a close relation, direct relation. So this will be the diagram in our representation. Okay. So B option as per some other person is like this, and B option in our representation will look like this. We are comfortable with this diagram. Okay. So from this diagram I will answer. So now answer please. In this diagram, what is the relation between C and M? So if you carefully observe, this N, C and F all are there on the bottom side. Between them there is single line drawn. So that means all three are, that means N, C, F are brothers and sisters. So if they are brothers and sisters, they will have the same father. So if M is the father of N, so that means M will be the father of N as well. M will be the father of C as well. M will be the father of F as well. Okay. So that means for sure M is the father of C. And opposite, if I say C will be the son, because it is a plus, not minus. So C will be the son of M. So here we are observing that C is the son of M. So that's why this option will be correct. Now once we find the correct option, we will not check C option, we will not check D option. It is not required. Because in any question, only one option can be correct. Okay, so we'll stop the solution right here, and this is how we should do such questions. Okay, I hope this is all clear, and this will be the last question, and with this we are concluding the session. So I hope you are realizing what is the importance of symbols in reasoning, not just blood relation, in reasoning. How to represent the information in the form of symbols, and the information is connected using symbols. What is the significance of that representation? You should realize. Okay, and once you realize, you will be able to make a habit of using symbols for your benefit. All right, so this is all from my side related with blood relations. So wish you all the best, and I hope you will practice the questions as well, and you will be enjoying practicing as well.